Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature is for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. If we all just come together, there's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
All right, fantastic Friday to you, beautiful people, man. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where Black folk do read. You put it in a book, like The Wealth Choice, Success Secrets of Black Millionaires, written by Dr. Dennis Kimbro, and we absolutely will find it. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, The Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. The book that I wrote, guys, is a study of Black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if. I don't know who don't want to be wealthy, but there's quite a few that don't. But if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy people. A book by simply going to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. While you're there, you'll also see a tab that says store. You'll find other Black author books that are geared towards helping with financial literacy, business development, and more, especially for your children. And also there, you'll find a tab that says join the club. If you want to connect with brothers and sisters, you want to be around like-minded people, if that's your mindset to go out and build wealth and build business while you build yourself, well, the Black Billionaires Club just might be the club for you. You can check us out there as well. We do have a cap. We only are accepting 250 members. I believe we're about 190 now. So we got 60 slots left. If you want to roll with us, you want to roll with the homies, that's exactly what we're going to do. If not, I wish you nothing but the best. I'm pretty sure you're going to make it one way or the other. But here's what I learned. If you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. If you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. And that's just what we do at the Black Billionaires Club. We go together. Man, hit the like button, share button if you care. Like button, share button if you care. I'd love to know who's joining us with us here this morning as we're broadcasting across the World Wide Web into Instagram, Facebook, and also YouTube. Go and let us know where you're connecting from. What city, what state, what country, what city, what state, what country, as we're going to continue our journey into the wealth choice, into the fifth law of wealth. We'll find out who's here, the early birds, they get the worm, the people got up to read with us this morning. I mean, my goodness, we Black folk reading. Can y'all believe it? We found it in a book. That's exactly what we do. Love to know just how far our reach is here this morning. Go ahead and let us know what city, what state, what country you might be broadcasting from or might be listening to on your PC, your phone, your smartphone, or your tablet here this morning. Let's see who's joined us already here. Good morning, good morning, good morning to your brother Amari's in the house. And BBC's in the building. Miss Goodridge has joined us as well. Miss Vivian Reed, good morning to you over on Facebook. What's going on? Tyrese Lewis is in the house. Miss Glenda Tate Williams out of Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Miss Jennifer Almano is in the hizzy. Thanks so much for joining us today. Miss Gilliard has joined us as well. Grand rising to you, Queen. Shiro from Florida is in the house. Good morning to you. Miss Leah Love has joined us as well. Brother Setley Henry is in his house. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Miss Sabrina Foster out of Memphis is here with us. Miss Nita is in the house out of Albany, Georgia. Brother Wilhelm Watt has joined us as well. Out of Toledo, Ohio is in the house. Nicole Martin is in the house as well. Grand rising to you. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Rochester, New York is representing. Miss Rosalind Smith is in his house. Out of Boston as well. Grand rising to you, Queen. Thanks so much for joining us. Siobhan Audrey has joined us as well. Grand rising to you, man. We got got a positive mind over Instagram out of Huntsville, Alabama. Ryan, my brother Ryan, my brother Vashawn has joined us well over at Instagram as well. Felicia Tate out of DC has joined us as well here on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. And again, guys, we're going to continue our journey into the wealth choice. Everybody put in the console, I choose wealth. I choose wealth. Now we're going to be continuing our journey into the fifth law of wealth here today. We won't finish this up today, but hopefully we'll finish the chapter tomorrow. And I think we've got maybe about 2 more weeks left before it's time for us to go into the next book, the next frontier. So we'll continue that here today. Do a quick shout out to our sponsors who actually help us to make this thing a reality. Reading Rainbow 2.0, 30 minutes a day. That's right, 30 minutes a day, my beautiful people, to keep broke and stupid away. Broke and stupid away. Shout out to not only the Black Billionaires Club. If you're a BBC member, go and put in console hashtag BBC so they know that we are here. We could not do this without you, without your membership, without your support as we continue to try to reach the masses with this message of wealth. And I'm just a vessel that's representing all of you here today. Also, the Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric marketplace, which specializes in Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, also Black art-inspired gifts. Shout out to the Black Bazaar. You guys check them out at www.theblackbazaar.com, www.theblackbazaar.com. Blackberry Charisma, Black woman-owned business, specializing in custom creations. Also, they have a pretty dope lingerie line at the store as well. You can check her out and her store, that Black Girl Magic, at www.blackberrycharisma.com, www.blackberrycharisma.com. For the hustler. So if you just happen to be that hustler, now it's time for you to turn that hustle into a bona fide, qualified, all-star business. Well, go ahead and pick up this book. And when you do, you'll also get a consultation from the brother who wrote the book so he can help to see how he can help you to turn your dreams into a reality. A free consultation with the book that you buy for the Hustler Books. You can find it at www.hustlerbooks.com. And last but not least, guys, if it should not have been first, Big Sis Media Group. If you find yourself in business and you're still operating like it's 1999, it's time for you to evolve. And here's the deal, guys. We are in a digital age, and your business, especially you Black businesses out there, man, you need to level up, okay? You need to level up. Where's your commercial? What's your website looking like? Where are your flyers? All that stuff that we're using now, I want you to come in out. Matter of fact, last night in our BBC group, we had a presentation on creating our own apps. It's time for us to level up. It's 2021. I need you to come on to 2021. Matter of fact, I need you to already be in 2025. Check out Big Sis Media Group by simply going to bigsismediagroup.com, bigsismediagroup.com. Where would the brand of ERGJ be if it was not for Big Sis? All right. Where would we be if it wasn't for Big Sis? Man, Miss Guthridge has joined us as well. We got a Goodridge and a Guthridge. I'm telling you, I choose well. So first, let's do a quick recap over the first 4 laws, and then we'll continue our journey into the 5th law of wealth, right? Us choosing wealth. The first law of wealth simply says this: wealth begins in the mind, and it ends in the purse. Wealth begins in the mind, and it ends in the purse. That's just simply saying that we can fill our minds up. We can be ye transformed by the renewing of our minds. So if we have been accepting poverty and accepting average and accepting mediocre, we can renew our minds. We can reprogram ourselves. We can condition ourselves. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much what we've been doing for a long time. We've been choosing these things. Well, we can choose different. We can choose to read wealth. We can choose to eat wealth. We can choose to hang around wealth. We can choose to talk wealth, and we can choose to walk wealth. It's being transformed by the renewing of your mind, understanding there's levels to this thing. And if we want to change, we must change. And we can change by changing the way that we think about money, about prosperity, about abundance, all that stuff. Wealth begins in the mind and it ends in the purse. Well, law number 2 simply says this: decide now that you will not be poor. So once we begin to fill ourselves up, now we can make an educated decision and make a decision to not be poor, or make a decision to be wealthy. Choosing the decision is the next step. Law number 3 goes into our faith. Simply says this: I will believe in myself when no one else will. That's kind of crazy faith. Maybe no one else, maybe you don't have the support that you hope that you wanted. Maybe on your journey towards this path, the pot of the gold at the end of the rainbow, that you might be the only one. But will you still simply believe in yourself when no one else will? Everybody put in the console, I believe in myself. Now we start talking about believing in yourself. I believe in my dreams. I believe in my goals. I believe in my aspirations. I believe in my makeup. I believe in my mentality. I believe in what God has given me. I believe in myself when no one else will. And law number 4 starts move us into staying in our own lane. Simply says this: to thine own self be true. We begin to understand that if I can't even be honest with myself, there's no way I can be able to be honest with anybody else. And some of us just need to simply master where we are in the lane that we've been called to be in. I'm telling you, there is a silver lining. There's a yellow brick road of gold in your lane. If you would just simply be true to what you've been given, the gifts, the skills, the talents, and abilities that God has gifted you. And it simply says this in the good book, that a man's gift will make room for him. A woman's gift will make room for her and place her before great men. Here's what I would say to you. Stop trying to cultivate other people's gifts before you have cultivated your own. Let me say that again, because I think the people in the back just woke up. They were sleeping for a second. Stop trying to cultivate other people's gifts before you cultivate your own. A man's gift, a woman's gift will make room for them and place them before great men. Now, I want you to understand the scripture as well, because it didn't say that your smile. It didn't say that your appearance. It didn't say how good you smell. It didn't say that. It says your gift. Now, your gift could be fashion. I don't know what your gift is, but it says your gift will make room for you and place you before great men. Let's keep going on our journey to the 5th law of wealth today, as we're talking about how may I serve thee. Now, there's 2 principles when it comes to getting rich. I teach you getting rich and building wealth. Simply says this: first principle, for this principle here is a 2-part principle. In order to get rich, you simply do one or two things, if not both. You serve more people, you solve more problems, you get rich. It's just that simple. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're not rich and you want to be rich, well, you start focusing on that. How can I serve more people and how can I solve more problems? What problems do I see that I can solve and how many people will this benefit? I'm going to just keep it real simple for you. Everybody put it down so simple. It's a simple stuff. Now, it may be hard for our minds to accept this because we feel like for some reason everything's got to be complex. I'm telling you, it's simple. Serve more people, solve more problems, get rich. You can make it as complicated as you wanted to make it. You can have a 35-minute conversation about it if you like to. I'm telling you, it's simple. New Black Wall Street Book Club, how may I serve thee, the 5th law of wealth, as we continue our journey, the heart of the issue. Let's read. We're still talking about brother Johnson from yesterday, brother Bob Johnson. Of course, he was the guy who started BET. He was the first one to take a black-owned company public or to be traded on the stock exchange. Okay, that's what we're picking up at. So, as a businessman, Johnson has broken through doors that should have never been closed. After netting more than $1 billion in the sale of BET to industry giant Viacom, the man who worked longer, who worked smarter, and lived more austerely than his detractors made a bold announcement. He would sell his flagship enterprise. When Johnson decided to sell to Viacom, I feel like I read this already. Yeah, I did read this already. Anyway, I guess we're going to read it again. I feel like I read this already. Anyway, let's read it again. When he decided to sell his flagship media giant, he was openly criticized with the black community for relinquishing African-American ownership of the network. Unmoved, Johnson was quick to assert that BET is different from most black businesses. Outside shareholders who were always a vital component of the company. And besides, though others loved the idea of a Black-owned television network, the bold and resourceful entrepreneur never viewed his groundbreaking enterprise as a family heirloom. I never saw myself running a family business for my benefit only, he elaborated. My focus was to create an enterprise that was built upon maximizing shareholder value. Everybody put in console, maximizing shareholder value. The fact is, Black people don't have much of a history creating wealth in this country. As a result, we are sought primarily for our physical and artistic talent. Sad to say, when it comes to building value in companies or managing the money of others, we are nowhere to be found. And he didn't stop there. As African Americans, he continued, we must develop a culture that appreciates wealth. Everybody put in console, I appreciate wealth. We must develop a culture that appreciates wealth. There's a tendency among our race to avoid any discussion of generating or retaining wealth simply because it's perceived as being boorish or narcissistic. We need a fresh outlook, a new mindset, a philosophy that praises wealth creation as much as we elevate those who work in our neighborhoods and communities. The social activist mode that was developed for Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson was not created for me, nor was the artistic mode that was set in stone for Oprah Winfrey and Jay-Z. This is not a part of my DNA. The recipe that was developed for me is the same formula that was created for Ken Chenault, Richard Parsons, or Stanley O'Neill. I create wealth and I add value. That's what I do. I got the spirit of Bob Johnson. I create wealth and I add value. That's what I do. You see how he knows who he is. He knows what he does. He knows what he's been called to do, and he don't care if y'all don't like him selling BET or not, because he creates wealth and he adds value, and that's what Mr. Bob Johnson does. Here on Black History Month, we threw a salute to you, brother Bob Johnson, right? We put some respect on your name. I create wealth and I add value. That's what I do. Since walking away from BET, Johnson has remained true to his mission. He's created the RLJ companies. We found out yesterday that's a publicly traded company right now. I went and bought me 10 more shares right after reading this. He created RLJ Companies, a holding company that represents a variety of business ventures, including a record label, more than 100 hotels. Although a board member within the Hilton umbrella of properties, he is the #1 hotel operator in Marriott chain, a private equity fund, and of course, the Charlotte Bobcats basketball team. Which brings me full circle to Johnson's opening statement. New York Times sports writer William Roden was quick to point out when Johnson was introduced as the new owner of NBA's expansion franchise in Charlotte, North Carolina, there was a mad scramble to determine whether the media mogul was the first African-American to become principal owner of a major sports team. That depends on the definition of major. Robert Douglas, known as the father of black basketball, formed the Reverend Harlem Wrens in the 1920s. The Wrens were a major team, winning world championships in the next decade. In baseball, Rube Foster founded the National Negro League in 1920 and owned the Chicago American Giants. But in context of our contemporary multi-billion-dollar sports culture, Johnson's purchase was unprecedented. No African-American before him had owned a majority stake of a team in a major sports league. As the number of black athletes increased, the lack of black ownership became a noticeable blemish. During his presentation to the league's officials, two traits came through loud and clear. Johnson is a businessman above all, and all other financial matters are relegated to the bottom line. This billionaire owner is a perfect fit for the NBA, where literally everything revolves around marketing and promotion. When the 29 owners met to vote on Johnson's bid and management team, they were quick to welcome him aboard. But the purpose of this profile is not to debate whether Viacom is a good corporate citizen and whether they will hold the same interests as the previous owner. Nor is this example rendered to gauge whether Bob Johnson is truly the first black owner of a major sports team. No. The focus centers on a never-failing prosperity principle. A never-failing prosperity principle. A never-failing prosperity principle. The fifth law of wealth. That's most effective if uncovered by you, the reader. Bob Johnson held true to a specific plan while conditioning his mind so thoroughly that nothing could deter him from stamping his mark. In his own words, Johnson stated, I want to create a business that is built on maximizing shareholder holder value. Your financial future, like a block of marble, stands untouched before you. In your abilities, your talents, your gifts, as well as this fifth law, you hold the chisel and the mallet. The world has the right to expect a work of art, a masterpiece. You need only to utilize this fifth principle, which gives you the right to ask the universe for increased compensation. What will you hammer out? What will you hammer out? Vashawn, Miss Jamila Walker, agent, what will you hammer out? Miss Yvette Goodrich, Miss Sabrina Foster, Miss Glenda Tate Williams, what will you hammer out? Miss Antoinette Ross is the boss, Miss Amanda Holworth, Miss Elizabeth Guthridge, what will you hammer out? Miss Jennifer Albano, Miss Rosalind Smith, Miss Nita Diane, what will you hammer out? Brother Tyrese Lewis, Miss Felicia Gardner, what will you hammer out? This world has the right to expect a work of art, a masterpiece. Given the resources at your command, society expects you to join the ranks of the financial elite, those who are deserving of earning seven-figure incomes. Great advantages bring great responsibilities. Will you shatter the marble into an unsightly piece of stone, or like Dr. King, will you call out a monument of wealth, a monument of untold wealth or riches, a monument of abundance, a symbol to future generations as well as those trapped by poverty and ignorance today? The dramatic story of the man who created the 15th largest television network in the United States, creating 8 black millionaires in the process, is a perfect illustration of the power and reach of this fifth law. What will you hammer out? Vashawn said, man, what do I hammer out? Is sharing my knowledge on building wealth to our youth. What will you hammer out? It's not about the money. It's not about the money. New Black Wall Street Book Club. Let's keep reading. The purpose of sharing Bob Johnson's message is not to discuss the challenges of wealth creation with regard to the black community or to point blame or single out those who constantly struggle to attain wealth. No, this story runs far deeper than just a few pages or any one individual. Contained within this passage is a principle that you would do well to know. Somewhere in this profile, you will recognize yourself. This truth, sublime in its simplicity and powerful in its profundity, is the base essence of abundance and its prosperity. It's not so much about what I do, Johnson professed. It's about what I help others to do. I'm not concerned about what I built. I'm more concerned about what I've helped others to build. Johnson's entrepreneurial drive to create BET arose from a fear that someone of equal talent and equal ability would beat him to the punch. It would have been, if that would have happened, he confessed, I would have hated myself for the rest of my life. In all honesty, the entrepreneurial path that I traveled came about because I never really embraced the idea of working for someone else. It was never about the money. I was really forced to pursue this path because I don't enjoy taking orders. In other words, it was never my intention to work for the man. I wanted to be the man. If you're a brother and you're watching right now, I want you to put in the console, I am the man. If you are a sister and you're watching right now, put in the console, I am the woman. You are the woman. You are the man. You're the man of your own destiny. You're the woman of your own ship. You are the woman. You are the man of your own dreams, desires, goals, and ambitions. You are. Will you accept it? Will you accept that you're the woman to make your dreams come true? Will you accept that you're the man that takes personal responsibility for his outcomes? And will you accept that you're the woman who says, hey, here are the results that I'm getting. If I don't like those results, I must change my actions so I can get different results. Will you accept that you are the man or the woman that is responsible for your results? In virtually every discussion I've had with the Black financial elite, each would underscore Johnson's remarks. It's not about the money. But this, I found, is one of the romantic fears that so many of the wealthy tell themselves, as well as anyone who will listen. This belief that it's not about the money somehow makes the ultra-affluent feel better about themselves. Perhaps it helps assuage misplaced guilt. At least it makes them feel humble. After nearly 7 years of similar discussions with these extraordinary men and women, I can tell you unequivocally that it's indeed very much about the money. But it's even more about making an impact, influencing others, and taking the road less traveled. Money is only a barometer. It's a scorecard, if you will, of their ability to add and deliver more value. Money is a scorecard of your ability to add or deliver more value. Money is a scorecard of your ability to add or deliver more value. This goes back to those two principles: serve more people, solve more problems. That's how you get rich. So your ability to do that, your ability to deliver, your ability to add value to others, and you will begin to see your income increase. Here's the thing. If you focus on the income instead of the value that you are adding, you're hustling backwards. You're chasing something that cannot be caught. But if you focus on serving more people, if you focus on adding value into the lives of others, because the others that we're talking about are the ones who got the money. If you focus on delivering, that's results. To deliver means that you have executed. If you focus on that for others are the people who got the money. They will gladly exchange their money for a person that adds value to their life. They will gladly exchange their money for someone who delivers. Here's my question. Can I count on you to deliver? Major question this morning. Can I count on you to deliver? You know what I found? Most people say yes. But then when the rubber meets the road, you'll see these people floundering. Let me give you an example of someone who says that they're going to deliver, that they can deliver. We know that they can and that they will deliver, but we see that they don't. You know, it's time for you to make that thing happen. You set the appointment so you can move further in your life. 2 o'clock, we're supposed to meet. I contact you at 1:30, like, hey, we're supposed to meet at 2 o'clock. You still in the bed. Oh, I had a long night. Well, hey, I thought we were supposed to meet at 2. Well, can we push it back? I guess sure. If we need to push it back, I guess we'll push it back. I mean, I thought 2 o'clock is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Why the hell are you still in the bed? But that ain't my hey, that's on you. Let's push it back. Okay, I'll call you at 3. Okay, let me keep moving on. 3 o'clock roll around. You're a person that's going to deliver. Remember, you're a person that says you're going to deliver. 3 o'clock rolls around. I don't see no phone call. What happened? Phone call didn't come. What happens next? 4:20 rolls around. Hey, I'm ready when you are. You think I've been waiting on you for 2 hours? When we supposed to meet at 2? You're a person that's going to deliver. You're a person that can add value to my life. I got money I'm willing to exchange for your services, but you can't make it on time. But you're a person that delivers? Nuh-uh. You ain't ready. Now, I've just explained a real simple example of many of the people that we come across in our lifetime. And hopefully it's not you. But see, when you start telling the truth about the character of an individual and about how they just casually overlook these small little things that keep them from getting to the money. Something as simple as being on time. Something as simple as honoring your word. Hey, it's 2 o'clock. You ain't out the bed yet? And you want me to push it back for you, but you are a person that will deliver? No, your mouth is writing a check that your ass can't cash. Oh yeah, we get lit on Friday, by the way. Y'all might want to put kids away. It's still early. Your mouth is writing a check that your butt cannot cash. And then you wonder, where is the money? No, boo. When you get better, your money get better. When you get better, your money will get better. All the while you go on social media. All the while you tell all your friends that you the best thing since sliced bread. All the while you telling everybody how you keep missing, how opportunity keep missing you, and you can't figure out why you can't get to the level that you like to get to, but you never look in the mirror. You never look and say, what am I not doing that I should be doing that could be helping me get to the place that I like to be? But no, it's always somebody else. Oh, it got a little real here on this Friday, huh? Oh, we start stomping on some toes this morning. We start dropping some mics. We start keeping it real with people. I'm sorry. I am not going to accept mediocrity from you. You're a king. You're a queen. You can do better. You just simply have to choose to do better. Those surveyed within this text are staunch in their belief that you must first create substantial value, products or services that enhance the well-being of others before money will flow from any commercial enterprise. How will you attract more money? How will you attract more money? Money is not something that we pursue, it's something that we attract. It's not something that we pursue. It's something that we attract by becoming a more attractive person. As my mentor taught me. It took me a long while to kind of grasp this, say, oh, because all the while I was chasing money. And I chase money. I mean, I'll chase money to the point I do some stupid stuff, some illegal stuff, all to get to the bag. No longer. I've matured. I've learned. I don't chase money. Money chases me because it's attracted to me because I become a more attractive person. Now I can go a whole thought about what that looks like. But let's just keep it there. You start thinking to yourself, how will you attract more money? Now notice this. The question was, how will you earn more money? That was not the question. The question wasn't, how am I going to go earn more money? No, the question was, how will I attract more money? How will I attract more clients? How will I attract more customers? How will I attract? How will my business attract? How will my products attract? How will my services attract? How can I become a stronger magnet to pull the wealth from the North Pole and the South Pole into my storehouse? Magnetize. How will you attract more money? Well, by creating more value. This is not simply a semantics issue. This is a completely different philosophy, a completely different mindset, a completely different approach to the money that you currently possess. Instead of asking, how can I increase revenue? Begin to ask, how can I increase the quality of my service? Instead of asking, how can I expand my business? Ask, how can I make a difference? Rather than asking, how can I become wealthy? Ask instead, how can I become more valuable? Let's read this again. This is so important. You got to grab this. Hopefully you're writing it down or you'll watch the replay. This is not simply a semantics issue. This is a completely different mindset, a different philosophy, a different approach, a different way of thinking. Instead of asking, how can I increase revenue? Begin to ask, how can I increase the quality of my service? Instead of asking, how can I expand my business? Ask, how can I make a difference? Rather than asking, how can I become wealthy? Ask instead, how can I become more valuable? I suggest that you begin to alter your mindset regarding this all-important principle within your life. What is the crux of Bob Johnson's message? Money is only a tool to exchange value. The only way to generate a seven-figure income is to deliver 7 figures worth of value. If people fail to perform more service than they are being paid for, then obviously they are receiving all the income to which they are entitled. In order to hold their position or maintain their sources of income, regardless of how they earn it, people must deliver the value for which they're being compensated. Every position, regardless of the task, level, or stature, provides each worker with the opportunity to advance his or her livelihood based on this often used principle. You may disregard or ignore this law if you so choose, but you cannot do so while simultaneously enjoying the fruits of enduring financial success. What's the point? Are you a person who fails to perform? Know that word, perform. Again, we got deliver. Now we got perform. To perform more service, and I would venture to say better service for that which you're being paid. That way you put the pressure on the universe. You put the pressure on God Almighty himself that says, I'm doing not just what I've been called to do, I'm doing more than I've been called to do. And therefore the compensation, the wagons that's behind the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, it must come through. Because I'm not depending on man. I'm not depending on this one client. I'm depending on a force that's far more stronger. I'm depending on a force that comes from deep within. I'm depending on the God that's in me to deliver. And I don't know about you, but I found in my life that I cannot outgive God. So when y'all see me doing something like, oh, I'm gonna teach you how to get out of debt and get rich and build wealth for $5. Y'all are saying you must be crazy. I mean, how in the world are you going to do that for $5 a month? I mean, you are out of your mind. Do you know how valuable that is? You know what I'm saying to you? Do you know the God that I serve? Do you know how valuable it is? Yes, I know how valuable it is, but I serve a God that has a cattle on 1,000 hills. I serve a God that owns everything in the universe. So you can focus on the people. I'm going to focus on the service. Deliver more service and better service than you are being compensated for. And I'm telling you, you'll begin to put the pressure on the universe. Everybody put calls up, put the pressure on. Put the pressure on, baby. Taste and see. Put the pressure on them. Make them come through for you. And that's whatever God, whatever you call, whatever it is, whatever your service is to the Almighty, however that works for you, your connection. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like Chris Tucker said, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? This is the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where Black folk do read. You put in a book like The Wealth Choice, Success Secrets of Black Millionaires, written by Dr. Dennis Kimbro, and we absolutely will find it. Reading Rainbow 2.0. Take a look. It's in a book. 30 minutes a day to keep broke and stupid away. In the comments below, I'd love for you to share something that you'll take away for today. I don't do this just to do this. I do this to make a difference. I do this to make an impact. I do this to serve you. Now, I'd love to know your feedback today. How did I serve you today? I simply ask you to answer this question in the comments below. Was this worth your time? And why? Was this worth your time and why? Now, I know I talk much faster than you type, guys. I'll give you an opportunity to provide your feedback for today. Should we keep doing this? Is this worth your time? Am I wasting my time reading a book that could change our life? Change the way that we think. Change the results that we get. All that good stuff. All that good stuff. Now, I will tell you, I got a long day tomorrow. We got a lot going on tomorrow. So tonight I will do a Financial Friday, I believe, at 7 o'clock. I think some people, I might dive into the whole Boaz Bikes thing. I don't know. It's going to, whatever y'all want to do, we're going to do Friday night, Financial Friday. And I am going to start working on every other Friday. We'll be doing our Black Virtual Marketplace for Black Friday, okay? I know people get paid on Friday sometimes, and there'll be an opportunity for you to see some other businesses, some Black businesses that you can support with your dollars. And then I will also say tomorrow's a big day. All right, so tomorrow we got the crypto trading at 5. We got the book club at 7:45. Then I got the BBC Breakfast Club at 9. Then I got a radio spot at 10. Then I got the intro to crypto trading at 11. And then I got another intro to crypto trading with the Black CEO at 1. So y'all pray for me. Okay. But the joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. Ray J. Lewis, I joined late, but it's motivated me to read more. I have this book and have not read it completely. Hey, just read with us, honey. Hey, 7:45 Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Saturday, we read, right? Black folk do read. Okay? Let's catch up on this comment, man. We'll get up out of here, man, so we can get up, get out, and go get something today. Y'all know what I say. Weekends are made to get rich. So we're going to have to go get it today. All right, man. Nita said, yes, attract more, not pursue. Miss Goodrich said, it's worth my time because you teach me so much in my life. Thank you for sharing this information with me, Brother Evan. Man, focus on the value and not the money, and the money will show up. Well worth my time. Miss Vivian Reed, never chase money and value others instead of letting letting the money chase you. I appreciate you, Brother Ryan, over Instagram. Brother Amara said, this is worth my time because I grow in wisdom. I'm challenged to do better. Absolutely, brother, man. Thank you so much. Right, well worth my time. I love this, Miss Foster, Miss Gardner. Yes, worth my time. We have to choose to do better. Keep putting on the pressure. Keep putting the pressure on. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. But Mila Walker, man, is my queen from New Jersey, man. Fire. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to have the Ohio players going up in here, man. I feel like a roll bounce. Oh, no, come on now. Don't do it to her like that. Now, better be true. Better be tired and broke, man. Looking forward to crypto trading tomorrow. Absolutely. Weekends are made to get rich. We do got that T-shirt and that sweatshirt as well. That's worth my time because my legacy is worth it. Absolutely. Focus on delivery. Crypto, our people need to get more on board. Yes, they do. We doing all we can, Brother Ryan. I don't know what to do. We do what we can. You know what I'm saying? Just like here, tell me we could have freed more, if only. We could have financially freed more, if only. We could have made more millionaires, if only. We could have made more billionaires, if only. I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we really need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Make sure you support our supporters. Make sure you support our sponsors, Black Billionaires Club. Go join the club if you want to hang around people like this all day long. Right? The Black Bazaar, www.theblackbazaar.com. Go shop black, buy black, all that good stuff. Right? Blackberry Charisma. Get your custom stuff. Get your lingerie. You know what I'm saying? Blackberry Charisma at blackberrycharisma.com. For the Hustler Books. Man, go ahead and check out that brother. Buy the book from him, man. Support your own at hustlebooks.com and the Big Sis Media Group. Go ahead and check out Big Sis Media Group at bigsismediagroup.com for all your digital needs, all your video needs, all that good stuff as well. Man, y'all know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
New black. It's the New Black Wall Street Book Club. With your host, Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now, you ain't got to leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah. The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall